This might sound a little dramatic, but we actually stopped using conventional laundry detergents. And honestly, my family's skin has never been happier. Now, before you panic, this is not about perfection, fear, or judging anybody else's laundry routine. I just wanted to share what's actually hiding in most laundry detergents, what I use instead, and how I make it work realistically on a budget with 2 kids. Hi, I'm Amanda, the NonTox Mama, and here I focus on practical, non-toxic swaps that focus on less overwhelm and more intention. So let's talk laundry. For me, it started when my kids and I were dealing with eczema and sensitive skin. I was doing everything right. The gentle cycle, the free and clear detergent, and their skin was still irritated. So I started to read labels, and what I found really surprised me. Most conventional laundry detergents are filled with synthetic fragrances, optical brighteners, which means that it makes the clothes look whiter without actually cleaning them, and something called ethoxylated ingredients, which can be contaminated with 1.4 dioxane, a known carcinogen. And the really frustrating part, companies don't have to list these ingredients on their bottles. Fragrance is a trade secret, so that fresh scent that it states on the bottle could be hiding dozens, if not hundreds, of different chemicals. I also want to say this clearly. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a chemist. I'm just a mom that got curious about the chemicals that were sitting on my kids' skin every day. The skin is our biggest organ in our body, and I realized I'd been so careful about food and skincare, but forgot about laundry detergent, which we're sitting in all the time and sleeping in. So what do I actually use now? My go-to is Truly Free. I've been using this one for a couple years now. It's not sponsored, I just genuinely love this stuff. What I love about Truly Free is it's free from fragrances, dyes, optical brighteners, phosphates, and ethoxylated ingredients. It's plant-based and it's quite concentrated in this one bottle. So this one bottle will last me about a month and a half. You just have to fill up the cap to the line about here. And it actually works. I use it on everything. My kids' stand-up clothes, my husband's work clothes, and everything in between. And you can either get it scent-free or with the signature scent, which I really like, and it's made from essential oils. Another great thing about Truly Free is they ship in a little package like this. You have your bottles and then you just pour it in. It comes in a powder, and then fill the rest with warm water, and then it's good to go. So shipping is actually very light and you can get a lot in one box. They also have their stain stick and their odor and stain eliminator spray. So if it's a bad stain that I have, I usually spray some of this, and then I'll use the stain stick and you just rub it with it. If it's really bad, you can let it sit for a while and then treat it again and then throw it in the laundry. The other product that they have is the Oxy Boost, and this one you can either put, it's a powder in here, so you can just pour some of the powder and let it soak in the sink for a little while to try and get the stain out, and then you can treat it with these if it's a really bad stain. Like I find mustard is really hard to get out, so I'll use a combination of everything. And then grease stains, there's also this heavy duty degreaser, and I find this is really great to spray on any grease stains, and then I'll use the stain stick on it as well. So you kind of learn what works for what stains and what mishaps and whatever, but I found the same thing with conventional laundry detergent. I'd have to treat it over and over again before I got a stain out anyways, so I don't find it's any different than a conventional laundry detergent in that sense. I'll link all of these products in the description below. So Branch Basics is a product that I just started using recently because I was having some trouble getting the Truly Free laundry detergent with shipping and everything. So I got in, this is just the basic concentrate. They do have other products, but I like just having the basic concentrate, and I'll just pour it directly into my washing machine at the bottom of the washing machine. So about a teaspoon or two of the concentrate, and you can use it for other things too. So I use it for my dish soap as well. The concentrate, I'll pour some into a bottle for dish soap, and then I just fill the rest up with water, and I use that for washing the dishes as well. So it's great that it's very versatile. You can use the concentrate on pretty much everything: washing your toilets, washing your fruits and vegetables, washing your dishes, washing your clothes, and everything in between. This is non-scented, plant-based, non-toxic, and super easy to use, very gentle on your clothes. This one obviously is a great product if you're overwhelmed with by having, like with Truly Free, there's multiple different products. This is basically just the one fits all type thing. I do use some of the stain stuff from Truly Free as well if I have stains on my kids' clothes especially. But this one is a lot more versatile than the Truly Free, which are all kind of individual. Now, what about the dryer? Because I used to love dryer sheets and those little pellets as well. But dryer sheets are basically a cocktail of synthetic fragrances that leave a thin coating on your clothes. So instead, I sometimes use the fabric softener from Truly Free. I don't find I need it that often, so I don't really use it that much anymore. When I was transitioning though, I loved having it. Now I don't really use it much. My favorite thing is the Truly Free Dryer Angel. So this has seen some wear. It's been used a long time. It basically, you get this the first time, the outside part, and then the replacements are just these little bags. And they smell so good. It just helps your laundry smell nice, but it's all essential oils and stuff in there, so it's really great. And honestly, they last forever. I have probably been using this one for about a year, so even though it says every 30 days or something, but I use it for a very long time. And then the other product that I use a lot, I did a short about this, is these silicone pucks. So these are actually designed for pet hair, but I use it for human hair. And it basically, you just wet it to make it a little sticky. I don't even wet it most of the time, I just throw it in the dryer, and it helps catch all of the hair that's on the clothes. So I don't have any pets. It's mainly my hair that's coming out all the time, so I like to be able to get it out of the clothes as much as possible, and it sticks to these pretty good. And then you can get it all out. I'm sure it works pretty great for animal hair too, but mostly I just use it for us. The biggest thing that made this realistic for me is I just started very slowly. I just bought the Truly Free laundry detergent to try it, see how it was when I finished my regular conventional laundry detergent, and I really liked it, so I decided to keep using it. I think I did try, this was quite a few years ago, I think I did try one or two other more non-toxic brands before the Truly Free, and I didn't like them as much, so I decided to order the Truly Free since I had heard such great things about them. And I just love Truly Free. I find their products are amazing and they work really well. Some other ones, not so much. And then, as I said, more recently I introduced the Branch Basics because I was having a hard time getting the Truly Free, and I was able to get the Branch Basics pretty easily. That one I had heard so many good things about from everybody, and I said, wow, I have to try this. So I decided to bring it in, and like I said, I've been using it for my dish soap and also for laundry. And I really love it as well. And it's super easy because it's just that one concentrate. Just the one concentrate, and you use it for pretty much everything, which is really great. So people who are overwhelmed about all these products from Truly Free, you know, I have an everyday cleaner, a glass cleaner, wrinkle and static release, the degreaser. There's a lot more bottles with the Truly Free, but I do like them as well. Branch Basics is very basic, very easy, so if you get overwhelmed easily or you're not sure where to start, you can always just start with a bottle of concentrate and go from there. So it doesn't even have to be these exact products. If you find a great local product that's non-toxic and free of all the awful chemicals that I talked about, that would be a great option too. I just want people to start transitioning into cleaner products for themselves, for their kids, for their bodies, because you're absorbing all of this. So you don't want to be absorbing a whole bunch of awful ingredients and fragrances. I can't even be around regular synthetic fragrances anymore. It makes me sick to my stomach. Even those aisles in the grocery store or in Costco, I can't even step foot in them because it makes me so sick. So as you eliminate it from your system, you're gonna feel so much better, and you're not gonna want to be around those synthetic fragrances anyways either. So yes, there'll be a little bit more upfront cost at the beginning if you're getting the bottles and replacing everything at once, but like I said, you can always do one at a time. Truly Free gives you the plastic bottles when you order for the first time. Branch Basics, if you want the bottles, you have to pay for them, and they also have glass bottles. I'm not sure about Truly Free having glass bottles or not. That is my ultimate goal, is to have the glass bottles, but it's just not in the budget right now, so I'm sticking with the plastic for now, and then ultimately we'll switch to glass in the future. At the end of the day, non-toxic living is about making small intentional swaps over time, not about fear or perfection. And honestly, changing our laundry routine was one of those things that felt way easier than I expected. And it made a visible difference in myself and my kids' lives and skin. Let me know in the comments, have you ever thought about what's in your laundry detergent, or have you never even thought about it? And if you have swapped, let me know what you've swapped to. I'd love to hear about all the different products out there. So remember to keep it clean and subscribe. Thanks everybody.